welcome to another Engineered Out and About. I'm here with Robin. Robin, how do you pronounce your last name?
Mehner.
Mehner?
Mehner. It's like a German name. but so just Robin, go for the first name.
Robin's based in Berlin, and I'm based in Berlin as well. How are you feeling about speaking at Distill?
Very excited, very excited. I spoke to Emo and with you, of course, and about the conference, and I actually followed it all the time. I saw it last year, and I actually wanted to go last year, but I couldn't make it because I run conferences around the same time. Yeah. But this year, I'm very happy that I can make it finally, because it looks amazing. It has an amazing lineup, and I'm actually very proud to be part of it.
Great. You're organizing Reject.js again this year?
Yeah. We just announced it. It's on September 11th, and it's basically the overflow conference of JSConf. It's part of the JS Fest, and I'm actually part of every conference now, so I help them out wherever I can. But the main conference for me is this year's Reject.js again.
Yeah. So fairly hectic couple of months lined up for you.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about what you're going to be speaking about at Distill.
Also, so a friend of mine, which is Felix Geisendorf, and me, 2 years ago, we founded NodeCopter, which is basically running or programming flying robots. And we did it as an event, and it was amazing. And from then on, like, things started to happen. We had like several events. We used it to teach kids to program, used it to teach other persons to program. Basically, it took a life for its own. And I want to speak about how basically robotics is the new frontier. Like, there's web and there's robotics, and what you can do and how you can actually build startups around it and build business around it and can have social impact by like not building social networks, basically.
Yeah. Are there going to be any robots in your talk?
Of course there are.
You're currently organizing the NodeCopter stuff that happens in Berlin. Is that right?
Yeah. So that's a team there's a core team, which is Felix Geisendorfer, Andrew Nesbitt, Tim Koschitsky, Thorsten Bald, and me. And there's Katharina, which is now my wife, helping us, and Matti Besser, who's designing all that thing. And there used to be Carolina Stuhl in it as well as designer. So it's like actually a pretty big team these days. And we used to run the events in Berlin and in Florida. But basically everything is open source these days, even the organizing. So if you want to organize a NodeCopter event, just go on the website. There's an organize tab and just hit on and just start.
Yeah. How many NodeCopter events are there in the world at the moment? You can say.
Yeah. I don't have an exact count, but I would say 50 plus. Like, we had a lot of events. We had like 2 main events in Berlin. Then we had 2 main events in Florida that was run by the core team. Then we had events at Full Frontal and several other conferences. And people just started. And it's like it's actually pretty easy to get a drone and start and get like some people together. And it doesn't have to be like a big event. You can just do it like small things. Yeah, it works pretty well. And we had one in Dublin with Paul Campbell. I mean, you have been there actually. Yeah. You have been sitting there in the engineering office actually. So yeah, it's I would say 50 plus, something around that. I don't have an exact count.
Yeah. How did you get into all of this stuff?
Sorry again?
How did you get into all of this stuff, into robotics, into NodeCopter?
Is this watched by children, or can I tell the true story?
Tell the true story.
Okay, basically, it was 2012, and Felix and me, we have been sitting on my balcony and drinking whiskey, like a lot of whiskey, at Club Mate, which is a famous drink in Germany. I guess you have it in San Francisco as well these days. And so we drank and drank and drank, and then Felix came up and like, we should program flying robots. And I was like, yeah, let's do it with JavaScript, because I mean, JavaScript is like the perfect language for it, because it doesn't even have like proper math in it. So just do it with JavaScript. And yeah, we basically played around with the idea and talked to other people, and we made it in like an event in between Reject.js and JSConf. And basically that was my first thing. And then I saw Rick Walden of, I think he's working for Boku right now at NodeConf in Portland. I think it was 2012 too. Giving a talk about NodeBots, and that was basically another thing. Just it was like a combination of things that I saw, and it was just like got me excited again, because web development with all these IE bugs and everything, it's good to see other things.
So what are you looking forward to the most about attending Distill Nodes?
San Francisco is pretty far away from me, but I have loads of friends there. So basically, like meeting these people and meeting new people and getting people excited about this whole robotics thing, because I think there's still many people not in this field because they think it's too hard. But I believe it's not too hard. It's basically the perfect timing to get in. And I want to try to show that. And actually, it's a whole new talk, and I want to see how it goes.
Yep.
I'm excited. I'm very excited. So I'm all writing the talk now. Whenever I have free time and not doing Reject.js in my free time, I'm doing the talk. I'm very excited about it.
So I have one more question which I'm supposed to ask you. So PJ, who is one of my teammates, told me that I have to ask everybody what their favorite superhero is. But it's a trick question because apparently the only right answer is Batman. But I don't like Batman, so I'm going to ask you a different question.
Oh, I mean, I could actually answer the question, but not answer Batman if you want to.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I have to because I'm Robin and Batman. That's. But it's actually Deadpool.
It's who?
Deadpool. It's like Deadpool is like this famous character who's actually breaking the third wall all the time, or the fourth wall all the time, and he's just a maniac.
What series is that from? Like, what's the...
I'm not too much into comics, but I think it's Marvel.
Okay.
But maybe someone will kill me now because I just said the wrong thing. I could actually look it up, but yeah, it's Deadpool. That's very, very amazing.
So my question on top of that is, if you had one superpower and you had to choose between invisibility and time travel, which would you choose and why?
I would choose time travel to stop Phil Collins from singing. Because he was so amazing as a drummer, but nowadays he's singing. It's just awful. I would stop that right in the beginning. But seriously, I mean, of course, there are like loads of stuff. Like, I mean, Germany has a history with bad things, so of course I would do it for the right thing. But I mean, if you are looking for a fun answer, it's basically Phil Collins.
Okay. All right, I think we're going to have to wrap that up. Thanks for talking to me, Robin.
Thanks, Noah.
And looking forward to seeing your talk.
Awesome. Thank you.
See you.
Goodbye.